How to furnish an entire 3-bedroom terrace house for less than £1,500. We all know moving sucks, but not only are we moving, we're moving from a 3-bedroom fully furnished house to a 3-bedroom unfurnished place. And I'm going to attempt to furnish it all for less than £1,500. So how do we have no furniture? Well, a little over a year ago, I moved my husband and my little boy from Sydney, Australia to London, England. We moved with 6 large suitcases. That's it. And at the time, we were lucky enough to find a fully furnished place. I'm talking not just the big furnishings, but everything you could need. Pots, pans, cutlery, the works, and even a drawer full of random stuff. But that's about to change, because we have nothing. Okay, not nothing. We have bought a few items since being here that I won't count in the £1,500. They include an office desk, a chair, and an armchair that turns into a single bed, a desk in our child's room, a vacuum cleaner, and we have a few kitchen items as well. But we need everything else. So why are we doing this? Well, there are 2 main reasons. There is so much good furniture out there that people just want to get rid of. I want to start recycling and upcycling and free-cycling what we already have in the world, rather than contributing to this buy and dump mentality. And secondly, to furnish a whole 3-bedroom place can be super expensive. We're likely only going to be living in England for another 2 years max, could be less. So to waste all that money on new furniture would just be a waste of our resources as a family. So here are my strategies. Number 1, one of the key tricks to getting something like this done is telling everybody what you are doing, whether or not you think they can help you. So far, my current real estate agent has said that she's trying to clear a flat and we're welcome to any of the things she's trying to clear out. The people moving out of the place we're moving into have said they want to maybe sell us some items. And my current landlord said she may be getting rid of some of the furniture in this place and she would let us know. My second strategy is the more traditional methods, local marketplaces and the like. I've scoured Facebook and found a local buy and sell group. I'm also on a WhatsApp group of local people who buy and sell things. I found a few local charity furniture shops, and I'm also on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm checking it daily right now to get a sense of what is available and also what the going rate is for certain items so I don't budget too low or overpay. And my third strategy will be buying new from cheaper kinds of places, but I'm only going to resort to that for trickier bits of furniture, things that are harder to find, or the little stuff that is better new that won't break the budget. Now, I've already done a ton of research and work to get the ball rolling when we're ready to action it. I've started by creating a spreadsheet of all the things I think we're going to need, and I've given everything a price on what I think I'm willing to spend on it. I've color-coded my spreadsheet by what we need immediately, what will be annoying if we don't have it fairly quickly, to what is just a nice to have. This is going to help me to know what to action first when it comes time to start buying the furniture. Now, I think the real challenge is going to be making our place feel cozy, homey, and comfortable. Because I want to make sure that as I do this, the rooms look as put together and comprehensive as possible. Somewhere where we actually want to live. I've only set myself out a few rules. Number 1, stick to the £1,500 budget or less. The spreadsheet will really help me with this. Number 2, stick to a theme. I don't want to start furnishing in white and then pine and then a dark and then some metal. And 3, stay as local as possible. Sourcing locally will actually help me a ton with saving money on vans and petrol when we have to get those bigger items to our new place. So without further ado, let the games begin. So I'm not meant to be actioning any of the buying of the furniture yet, but I have gotten overexcited. Someone was giving away a free white bookshelf and I've just seen so many of them, but this one's free and I just want it. And I think I can store it in the house without it taking up too much space. So hopefully we'll pick that up in about an hour, so that's good. Picked it up a few hours later from a lovely lady. Dash even got himself an Arsenal shirt, but I didn't anticipate how heavy it would be to carry home. We didn't make that mistake again, but we got it home. We put it in Dash's room, which actually looked great with all his soft toys. On to the next thing. So I'm here to pick up my very first item, a microwave. So I'm very excited about this. I'm a little nervous, my first Facebook Marketplace purchase, and just hoping that they, are going to be nice people. Okay, let's go and get it. Well, the guy ended up being super nice. There were no seats on the bus when I was carrying this home, but I still managed to get it, and it was a great microwave. A few days later, I managed to pick up this mirror for only £5. And then I had to buy a toaster and our kettle early when our kettle decided to blow up. Okay, I really wasn't meant to be buying any more like big items because we really have nowhere to put it. But today I just got the drop on some awesome, really good quality chairs. These are the chairs in the background. There's a few nicks and bumps, but they are amazing chairs and I'm really happy. I'm also about to go and pick up some wine glasses absolutely free. So hopefully this will be the last of what I do before we actually move. It wasn't even remotely close to the last thing I bought. You guys have done it again. A really great deal just came up. A bed, a mattress. I have to do it. I'm going over to see what else she has, but I've also got her to keep it for me for a couple of weeks. So let's see how this goes. I'll give you a little bit of an update. I'm sick, so that hasn't helped, but it has not stopped my wheeling and dealing. I've been in negotiations with the landlord. She has decided that she needs to clear out this place of all the furniture. So that looked promising there for a moment. I listed out what I wanted. I gave her a price for it. She wants more than 3 times as much. So it doesn't look like we're going to, she wants more. I have a budget. So I don't think that's going to work out. And also getting the bed and the chest of drawers that I bought delivered today. So I can't wait till they arrive as well. So 2 weeks to go and things are looking good. So I'm in a bit of a nervous panic because that bed and the bedside table that I bought a couple of weeks ago is meant to be being delivered today, and it was meant to be this afternoon, and it's now like 5:30, and I've just messaged the lady for an update and I haven't heard anything back. I just got a message from the lady saying that the removalists are going to be leaving shortly to deliver to my place. So all is not lost. So the bed and the chest of drawers have finally been delivered. They look great, and this TV unit also came up, which we got the other day, and it should fit into the space. So I think that cost £20, so that was pretty awesome. I'm literally on my way to get this mirror, and now it is pouring. This should be fun. Made it home in one piece. It didn't rain on the way home, amazing. Here is the mirror. Carried it home like a surfboard. Wasn't too bad. You guys, I'm just exhausted. I cannot wait for this move to be over. It's 2 days away. So much has been going on. Where can I start? I've had visitors stay, I've had birthdays to plan, plus I've been getting deals here and there. I've been going to people's houses and lying on mattresses. It has been crazy. So the landlord ended up coming back to me and we ended up actually agreeing on a price. In fact, she came down to my prices because she was desperate to sell things. Now, one of the reasons I have been absolutely so tired is because I also decided to help the landlord sell some of her furniture that I didn't want. So that has been a part of the process that I don't recommend. I just didn't know how she was going to sell it, not living here. So I don't know what happened to not actioning things before we moved, but I think at the moment we pretty much have everything we almost need. There's a few items, the major one being a sofa, which we really can't do until we kind of measure the space properly, measure the doorway to make sure we can get it in, that type of thing. So I ended up buying from the landlord table and chairs, which I'm sitting at right now, which means I need to try and sell the white chairs that I already bought. And it's harder to sell than I thought. I bought these two kind of poof cubes. I bought the red leather chair in the house, the bed and mattress, some lamps, standing lamps, side lamps, some artwork, which some of it you see behind you. Yeah, so and a lot of kitchen stuff too. So that's been great. I've almost given up this week and just gone, I'm done. Everyone else can do the finishing touches. But we're at the final hurdle and I can't wait to move in and I can't wait to see how all the furniture comes together in the space. So it's packing day. We are moving tomorrow. We're trying to get everything downstairs, sort through junk and try and get our lives in order so that we can actually move tomorrow. We'll do the big things tomorrow, try and get as much done as we can. I've got a bunch of people still coming over to buy some of the landlord's furniture and things, so there is a lot going on. What's going on today?
My stupid wife is making us move again.
How am I making us move?
It was your idea.
It was not my idea at all.
Briefly suggested, and you ran with it.
Just like any good moving day, we still have way too much to do to be ready for the move. As you can see, I've packed barely any of the kitchen. So that's going to be, it's going to be an interesting day to try and get everything over there and see what we can do. But here we go. I can't pick up the keys until 10 a.m. Hey, I've just left the house and I'm off to pick up the keys. I've got some wine glasses on my back so it's not a wasted trip and I get to see the house again for the third time, I suppose, but with nothing in it and zhuzhed up, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, I've done it, I'm here, I've picked up the keys, I've come to the house. I can now show you around, which is so exciting, and we can see in the next few days how this place comes together. It's been refreshed, the whole place has been painted, so it is quite a strong paint smell in here at the moment. The carpets have been redone, so this place is feeling very nice, very fresh. I'm very excited. What's better than one free sofa? 2 free sofas. So here we are in my brand new kitchen, and I've been trying to sort out our last minute storage needs. We need like chests of drawers and things like that. And I almost did something really drastic. I almost bought retail, but something in me couldn't do it. It's like, I've actually done really well to date. I just need people to get back to me now to see if this is actually a viable option. So hopefully it is. Well, it's done. So let me show you around. The theme came together for the house really well, being wood and white with blue and grey accents. So let me walk you through each room, where I got what, and how much it all actually cost. Originally, the budget for the lounge dining room was £605, but there were a number of items I didn't budget for, as we had a lot of storage issues we needed to solve, which is actually quite common in London. Starting with the ottoman, which I bought retail for $49.99, which holds our sports gear but can also double as a coffee table if we need it to. The sofa was such a good find. Somehow within the space of a few days we managed to get 2 free sofas from the local WhatsApp marketplace group I'm in, which is actually just all the local mums in the area who need to buy and sell things. The people even delivered it to us, and we gave the other sofa away to our friends who needed a new sofa. So that saved us £200. And instead of a coffee table, I bought these tray racks from IKEA for £9 each, so we still have somewhere to put our drinks when we're sitting on the couch. The sand-coloured cushions were free, and the blue cushions cost about £20. The grumpy old man leather chair was not my favourite item and the only thing that didn't really fit my theme, but when my old landlord agreed to sell it to me for £20, I really couldn't say no. It's originally a £600 chair, so a good bargain and super comfy. The standing lamp cost £10, and I got that from my old landlord, as well as some of the artwork you can see. Now, remember the TV unit I got for £20? Yeah, it didn't fit in the space, and I ended up having to resell that and got my money back. And because of the tight squeeze on the space for the TV, I had to buy this one retail for $67.99, not the £50 I had originally budgeted. We also needed a great cabinet to fit in this space, so it's lucky I found this one on Facebook Marketplace for £50. It has a small crack in one drawer, but this retails for £299 new, so I'm not complaining. The dining table I already told you I got for £100 from my old landlord. It has a leaf that extends the table too, and I think was originally £800, so another great bargain. This is actually a fold-away table that I got from my old real estate agent when I thought I needed a table. It has 2 chairs in it, and we don't really use it except as something to put a lamp on that we also don't use. So I'm going to get rid of this, and hopefully that goes to a good home. And here is a shoe cabinet that I bought retail so we can store some of our shoes. This one cost £55, but we largely dumped them in this corner. All in all, I budgeted £605 for the lounge and dining area, and I spent £457.91, saving me £147.09 in these rooms. Getting the sofa free really allowed me the freedom to spend more on some items and get some other items that I had not originally thought about, but really bring the space together and make it functional for our family. The kitchen was a real blessing. The old landlord agreed to sell me the things in the kitchen from her place for £100, and there was a lot of great stuff. While I'm confident I would have been able to get all the things needed to live within my budget, getting all the things from one place saved me a lot of time, and I definitely got a lot of extra things. The things I bought outside of that £100 were the microwave from Facebook Marketplace for £30, the kettle and toaster retail for £18 each, and some new glassware from IKEA for £9.25. And I got these canisters, bowls, cereal container and chopping board at the charity shop for £17.50. That's when I still hadn't made an agreement with the landlord. It would be too much to go through every item in the kitchen that I got for that £100, but let me just open up the drawers and cupboards and give you an overview. Some of the things that really made that £100 worthwhile were the bin, mortar and pestle, all the cutlery and plates and the cooking gear. And I'll enjoy passing along all these items for £100 when we need to sell them, because it will still be excellent value. The budget for this room was £298 and the total cost ended up being £192.70, saving us £105.30. A well-stocked bargain. Next we have the kids' room. My rule of thumb in purchasing second-hand items is definitely looking for things that are at least a third of their original retail price, if not a quarter, though it depends on the item, quality, and how old it is. New, this dresser would be £150, but as you know, I got this for £50. And the bed and mattress would have been £400 new, which I got for £80. The bookshelf was £45 retail from IKEA because I couldn't find another bookshelf when I needed it. I originally had this room set out differently and also had a desk, but Dash wanted to rearrange things and get some bean bags for a reading corner. I'm not including the bean bags because he bought them with his own money, but for a reference, they cost £35 from my local WhatsApp group, normally £160. When did beanbags become a luxury item? The budget for this room was £170 and the total cost ended up being £195, giving us a £25 overspend. As we already had bought everything for the office and we got the free white bookshelf, this room cost us exactly £0 in this move. If I had to furnish this room too, I definitely would have been pushing the £1,500 budget with the items in this room, but you never know. I did have a £20 budget for this room, but it cost me nothing. Funnily enough, the bathroom I put a lot of thought into because it just had zero storage and wasn't very functional. I bought the bin from charity for £3.50 and I bought the toilet brush new for £8.70. Please don't get a secondhand toilet brush. Holding all your shampoos and cleansers in the shower can be a pain, but as we have a lot of baths too, I got this wooden bath rack that holds all we need for £18.99. I could have bought cheaper, but I wanted to continue the wood theme. The under the sink storage is a great invention for $29.99, which I bought retail, and we needed a place for our toothbrushes. So I got this white and wooden rack that fit in perfectly. The budget for this room was only £40, and the total cost ended up being £89.93 to get it functional. Another overspend of $49.93. You often find awkward spaces at the top of stairs that no one really makes good use of. But again, this is something I spent a long time thinking about how to use. And it dawned on me. We needed a cupboard for towels, sheets, extra toilet paper and bathroom supplies. And the perfect place to put that is right outside the bathroom. I got this cupboard free from the WhatsApp group on the day we were moving. So we had the van and could easily pick it up. It has a hole in the back, but as I told the lady, my towels don't really care. I also got this laundry basket from a charity store for £7. Originally, I bought 2 wicker ones from my old landlord for £15. but they seemed to be infested with something and they never made it into my new place. I only had a £20 budget for laundry baskets, so thankfully I got the cupboard free. But because I bought the other two for £15 and I had to throw them out, and this laundry basket for £7, despite the cupboard being free, it actually gives me an overspend of £3 for this area. And finally, the master bedroom was my greatest masterpiece and my greatest downfall. I got the standing mirror from the WhatsApp group. I got the bed and side tables free from my old real estate agent, which I was going to sand and paint, but the wood theme kind of worked. I got the side lamps for £10 from my old landlord, and I even ended up buying a bed and mattress from my old landlord for £70, then resold just the bed frame for £70 to someone else so I could get the mattress free. The bedding we already bought, so that's not included, but it's mostly from Argos and Habitat, so not expensive stuff and would easily fit into the £1,500. And my £5 mirror from WhatsApp perfectly fits here on the fireplace mantle, which is a great spot for it. Oh, and the artwork from the old landlord above the bed cost me £5. Those clouds make me laugh. So this room was only costing me £20, but then we needed 2 chests of drawers, and my husband Luke was impatient. So I ended up spending £164 on 2 items from IKEA. This chest of drawers, which sadly covers the fireplace, and this smaller one in Luke's cupboard. Both items came up for sale on my WhatsApp group less than a week later. But at that stage, I was also happy for the move to be done. The budget for this room was £290 and the total cost ended up being £184. So I still ended up saving £106 in this room. I did have a budget for a few miscellaneous items too, and I got plenty of items I didn't even think about. These included a toolbox, a clothes drying rack and an ironing board. I'd really only budgeted for the clothes rack at £5, and this area cost me £18. Another overspend of £13. So what's the final cost? So originally I budgeted £1,448 with all the items I identified and spent a grand total of £1,148.54. I've got to say I had a lot of fun with the project and learnt a lot along the way. My biggest tips throughout this process would be still to talk to everybody you come across. I got a lot of things this way. 2, be patient. It took me 6 to 7 weeks to gather all these things. 3, think about your spaces carefully even if you haven't moved in yet. I was able to furnish most of it quite accurately using the floor plan. And number 4, don't commit to some of your bigger items like sofas without being in the place and having very accurate measurements and understanding the width of skirting boards or pipes that stick out. And 5, lastly, just have a lot of fun. Knee slide out.